Hi everybody, welcome to the new Key WAL. We're here on a Friday night, little later than I expecting. Key WAL went a little later because Libertarians, little booze, little food, light conversations. Hey, we shut the place down. They were putting chairs up, and we finally left the place. It had a lot of different fun. I had fun with my friend, and I was out there also with Gunther and Escalgula Plus. Escalgula Plus, will you say hi?
Hello.
Yeah, we got Escalgula Plus. Um, he was there. We had this amazing conversation with our friend. We won't say his name here live on air because he's a very private person because of his job. But but those are the type of people you meet at Low Key Wall. You have a lot of different fun, a lot of huge, massive conversations, and it's like I said, we shut the place down. So if you are in the Indianapolis area and you're available, come out to Triton, come out or wherever we're having Low Key Wall this way. Most of the time, it will 90% of the time, 95% of the time, it will be at Triton. So in the area, you want to come hang out with us, come out to Triton, come hang out with us, have a beer, or not have beer, have hot chocolate, have soda, and just hang out with us, have conversations. It's getting summer now, so if you're a huge dog lover and want to hang outside with the dogs, hey, if you're not Jesse Riddle, we'll be outside with the dogs. All right. We're also joined by the last white male rhino, Reinhold. Want to say hi?
Hello, everybody.
Reinhold
Sorry, I couldn't make it to Liberty and Chill, but I was not able to make it tonight.
It's okay. We'll shame you later about it. All right. So, sorry. I am actually all right. So, beer I'm drinking tonight is the beer I've been drinking all night. Is the New Fez IPA from Triton Brewery. It's a very special edition beer from Triton because they actually had to get federal approval for this one because they end up This is a very special beer because they put the hemp flower in it, and since they did that, they had to go get some weird federal regulation to get the stupid recipe approved. I know, right? Federal government getting away with my beer, and this is actually very tasty. To be perfectly honest, it tastes like in a very exquisite ice house. Yeah, I said it. An exquisite ice house. Excuse me. But it's the Fez New England IPA from at Triton. It's it's so good. So if you're in the area, go get there, get the Fez New England IPA. I love it. That's it. Well, if you love IPAs, if you don't like IPAs, you won't like this beer. Okay, as far as IPA people, who likes those types of beers. Do you drink a lot of IP? Do you like IPAs, Reinhold?
I am not a big beer drinker, but when I do drink beer, I occasionally try IPAs and enjoy them from time to time.
Oh, that's good. That's good. We don't allow Paul to drink anymore.
Yeah, it got to be a problem.
Yeah. After you destroyed most of New York, we kind of won't let him
anymore. What can I say? I have wide hips. Get a little tipsy, bump into a building, knock it over. It's not a good scene.
So, it does feel weird. One, I felt very weird on Wednesday night not doing Low Key Wall. 7:30 came around, and I was itching to get on my computer. Like, crap, I've got to start streaming. It was like this very weird experience, even though I knew I'm gonna pause this. We're gonna do this on Friday, right? But I felt the need to sit here and stream on a Wednesday night because it's what I've been doing for the last 5 months. 5 months basically. Every Wednesday, 7:30, let's start streaming. 7:30, let's start streaming. 7:30, let's start streaming. I gotta get ready to start streaming. But this Wednesday rolled about, and they didn't. And I know I've done it before and just taken a Wednesday off, but it's been different. This, for some reason, it just felt weird and wrong almost. I think mostly because I didn't have a Tuesday show, but just felt felt weird. What about you guys? You guys felt weird not doing the show this Tuesday? Oh, not Tuesday, but Wednesday. Sorry.
Well, yeah, I was kind of the same way where I was sitting here Wednesday going, oh, I can't go do this thing tonight because I got the wall to happen. And then I realized we're not doing wall tonight. So I mentioned something in the Discord to remind people because I had forgotten myself.
Yeah. I have to say, like, this week kind of dragged on without any content.
And there was no Tuesday wall. There was no low key wall. There was no Thursday wall. It's like this week didn't really happen, did it?
No,
Yeah,
it's
get
the
that.
week that Wall forgot.
It was a very, very weird week. I will give you that, yeah, because it just kind of happened that way. Because Dear Leader had the wedding in Vegas, which, as you can expect, Dear Leader in Vegas, boring Snapchat photos abound. Okay.
So
Yeah, his
boomerish.
the biggest thing that happened for him was he got into an argument about Five Guys and In-N-Out. That was his big thing from Vegas that I took from it.
Yeah, which, by the way, Hammer Nigel, the local radio show host, kind of, took that conversation and put it on the radio station. That was also very weird to watch. Spangle post that, and then almost less like an hour later, it was on the radio. They were talking about it. So everyone listens to, all the good people follow, Dear Leader. But anyways, we're gonna tell anyone before you start, complaining and talking about burgers this, burger that. It's kind of pointless to talk about burgers in tenderloin country. Okay, the Midwest, we're in tenderloin country. Screw your In-N-Out burger. Five Guys is okay. Your burgers are okay, but you know what? You've ever had a tenderloin? You ever had a tenderloin? I'm sorry.
And we've got Portillo's, which is why would you care about Five Guys and In-N-Out when you've got Portillo's in your city?
See, Brian Hall's on the. It's just like children. Stop arguing. Do you not know it's in your backyard? Why are we having this conversation?
I remember when Red Robin used to stand for something.
I don't.
It stands for unlimited fries is all it stands for.
Tell you the truth, that's the only thing I think of when I see Red Robin is the unlimited.
I love their fries. I love the seasoning on the fries. Mm-hmm. I'll sit there and just eat them the whole day. Just the whole 3 or 4 baskets of them.
Yeah.
But no, I've been waiting for 30 years for Portillo's to finally make its way down to Indy, and it's here, and I am so happy about it.
Get your chocolate cake shake.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah, you just have to spend an hour finding a seat.
Yeah.
Well, they're opening up a second one in Greenwood.
Ooh, may have to hit that before a wall. So if I'm breathing heavy, you guys know why.
Too much sausage for the male body to take.
Oh, I don't know. I've seen some videos of some guys taking sausages.
I'm sure you have.
But I don't know about you guys. I first heard about Portillo's through Gabriel Iglesias. Fluffy, the stand-up comedian Fluffy.
Okay.
That's how I heard about it. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I've been to Chicago. Like, I've never been to Chicago. I don't know much about Chicago. So, like a lot of the food or things people talk about that, almost foreign to me unless it's been on a TV show. So, like, when I saw I moved here, like, the first thing came to my mind was Gabriel Iglesias going up there, pigging out, and then getting the chocolate cake shake.
Yeah, I went to college in '84 in Chicago and lived probably about a block and a half from a Portillo's, and that was like one of the first places I went, and I was kind of hooked. So we used to have to drive up to, every time I drive through Chicago for work or for anything else, I'd always make sure to stop there or occasionally, if I was having a really bad week, I would just take a drive up to Maryville, which was the closest one until recently, and have a nice sit down at Portillo's.
Mm.
The best thing about their hamburgers is that you cannot eat them without getting grease all over yourself. The bun basically falls apart from the grease on it.
The bun falls apart. Oh, okay. All right.
And I have to say that my buddy and I used to go all the time, and he's recently had triple bypass surgery for a heart attack. So I don't know if they're related, but
Paul, what was you doing in the summer of '84?
Well, the scattered atoms that would eventually make me up had been formed at least.
Oh, okay. That's good.
He's a slacker.
It just reminds me of a Stephen Wright joke. Like, how old are you, kid? 8? When I was your age, I was 10.
It's a classic joke. You be careful with that one, okay?
Yeah.
He at least attributed it instead of saying it was his own,
Whoa! Yeah! We got some bits! 300 bits for Lekindar! Thank you for the biddies! Thank you! Woo! We got some bits! Bits!
So
Here on the
game,
bits! Huh?
We're gonna play this game, eh?
Yeah, bits! We got bits! Gonna dance for my bits. We're good. Alright, so started dancing.
Diet, by the way.
The what?
He says this is his first day of a cutting diet. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Oh, the cutting diet, cutting things out. See,
I thought that was like he took a razor blade and was cutting his leg. That's not what that is?
Hey, you can lose a lot of weight. You get rid of a leg, though. That's a lot of weight. I've thought about it, especially for wrestling. It's like, man, you can make weight. Just cut that leg off. But
well, you release the humors in your body if you purge out some of the old That's the ultimate cleanse diet right there.
Reducing calories. Yep. Trying to get bikini ready. I can understand Lekindar. Yep, you got to get bikini ready. Summer's coming. Memorial Day weekend is right around the corner, and you got to get bikini ready.
We had invented a track this week for work, so it's like, really? Is it that time already? I guess it is.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing. I do a modified keto because. One, when I'm strict, if I do strict keto, I don't really like myself on strict keto, especially when I really hit full ketosis. For some reason, I start sleeping on 5 hours. I'm up all the time. I'm hyperware, which is it's neat, right? Especially when I need something. Whoa, Escalator Plus 301. Yeah, bits. Got bits. Random one, bits. Got bets, the random bets. The random one bets, Escalade Plus takes the lead. But so I do a modified keto, so it slows it down. I put a little carbs, I put a little sugar, drink a little beer, of course. So it slows the ketosis down, so it's not a full range. So basically, it's just, to me, it feels like I maintain ketosis. So I just maintain my weight. I maintain. So it's I do that. What works for me, it will not probably work for you. It's just how my body is. My body is an incredibly weird specimen. It does weird things, and it does nothing similar to somebody else. Oh, we got 400 bits from Reinhold TV. I got some bits. They're random bits on me. I'm getting bits right now. Lekindar drops to 3rd place. Escalade Plus drops to 2nd at 301. Trying to do the whole Price is Right bid, but Reinhold just goes ahead and shows everyone who is boss. Boss Reinhold at 400. Thank you, Reinhold. Thank you. Woo!
Yeah, we got a bidding war here.
It's because George Plows shows up the tip, brings up the tip, just the tip.
The bidding war, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the bidding war.
Puns are only funny when I do it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Is that it? Is that it? So like, so basically, I try to eat in a 4-hour window. Now, granted, I am now an hour outside my 4-hour window because now it's like 11:07. Like with the 1 bit, thank you. That brought you to 301. Like you just need to go a little high. You're still in 3rd place, but that enthusiasm to keep moving, to keep going. That's what we're talking about. That's the awesomeness there. That's the dedication. That's how you keep moving forward. It's the $1 Bob. Yes, yeah. Paul would be that person at the Price is Right going $1 and just be there the entire show until he like screws somebody else over. We all know Escala Job Flaws would do that. But so I do a modified ketosis. I try to eat in a 4-hour window, so it's like intermittent fasting. And when I do eat, I try to eat mostly things that are low in carbs, high in protein, high in fats. Except on the weekends where I just reckless freaking abandon, which helps me maintain my weight and to give me the body that I want. Like I said, I get the body that I want. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm not trying to do things. I'm getting the body that I want, and this is the diet that helps me get the body that I want. Reinhold TV, thanks for the bits. Got 2 bits from Reinhold TV. Thank you, Reinhold TV. Got 2 bits. All right, so I've got the.
We'll get the content eventually, guys.
Yeah, we'll get to content. I'm trying to talk about this thing, but I keep getting distracted with it. I got to dance for my bits. I think people like it when I dance for my bits. I think people like it, but I'm glad Reynolds. Lycanar, thanks for the bits. Got 4 bits for Lycanar. Just moving on up. Creeping on up. Slow and steady. There you go. Bring it in. All right. But because my body, I've got the body type that I do a little bit of exercise, a little bit of work. I put on muscle quickly. It's how my body has always worked. It is weird. I don't always like it.
That'll change.
Yeah.
Take it from somebody who's been there.
Yeah. It'll probably change now that I'm getting older, right? So now and you're right, Reinhold. It'll probably change. That's why I'm a little bit more hyper focused on staying in the range and really working at, because before most of my life I've never had to work for it. Oh, you're so skinny. Like, I never had to work for it. I never had to work for that. It was very easy for me to do. I could do a small bit of exercise and get things done, but people like Reinhold keeps reminding me that I'm going to get old and that eventually that won't be the case. So I've been taking more of a drastic look, doing more yoga, doing more exercise to get the body that I want, because I don't want to be super jacked. I'm not going to do the exercise to get super jacked, but I don't want to, I don't want to be like a sloppy mess. I don't want that dad bod, too much dad bod. I'm fine with some dad bod, a little bit of pud dad bod, but I don't want.
You'll be somewhere between Steven Seagal and Carrot Top.
He just doesn't want to be me.
I want to get that Joe. I want to be somewhere between Joe Rogan and Bruce Willis, in between. You know what I'm saying? But black. I don't want to be ripped like Michael B. Jordan. I don't want that.
More Wesley Snipes then?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Wesley Snipes without the racism.
Without the racism, I will take the tax evasion. But no, without getting caught, though, I'm not going to get caught. That's why I've got like five, five dependents, because I counted all my sock accounts, and we are libertarians, so it's a dependent. So, all right. So moving on to content. Unless you guys want to talk about your body types, before we get distracted.
Round is a size.
Round is the size. It is.
No, I used to be able to eat. I used to be able to eat tons of food, late night eating, everything else, and I was like 140 pounds, almost 6 foot.
Nice.
When I was in high school, and then, it kind of changed. And got into my 40s. I couldn't do it anymore, and I didn't catch it in time. So now I've got some work to do.
See, like I've always known about it, especially when I would talk to like old martial artists, especially like when I was coming up in MMA. And they would say something that, when they got close to the like 38, 39, that when they go to fight, that they will end a fight sooner before they can feel they start getting too hurt, because they know if they get hurt, they break a bone and they're out for a while, that they will never be back in that shape that they are right now, because of they're sitting so close to their 40s. So they've got to stay healthy. That they'll rather tap or lose the match, faster, because if they get hurt, they can't risk being hurt and be down for 3 to 6 months, because there's no way they'll get back to the where they are in physical shape. And that blew me away, especially at 23. I'm like, oh man, that sucks, because like at 23, like I'm invincible. I'm gonna fight until like you have to put me down. So.
And now you're winded walking across the living room.
How dare you? I do not get winded walking across the living room, okay?
Oh, I said I do, though.
Oh, okay.
you get 50, and it's just like, yeah, I'll get there.
I do get, understand, more of the thing when I tell people, especially when I show people martial arts moves or self-defense stuff, and I tell everyone, and I'm feeling it more and more, especially now that I'm a little bit more out of shape, getting older, that you do not fight old people because, one, they're out of shape. And so if you are in shape and you hit them, you could possibly kill them. But the thing is that they do not have the energy or the wherewithal to play with you. That if you fight someone who is older, especially in their 40s or older, that they're shooting to kill you, because they don't have time to play.
Early.
Yeah, they get this done. They have 5 seconds to get this done with. So either you kill them or they kill you. Yeah, they're liver shotting. They're going after dirty blows. They're going to rip your throat out. They're not going to hit some jabs, wear you down. That's a boxer in their 20s and 30s. They'll play this match. Someone in their 40s, it's, they're going to go after your eye, or if you try to go after their eye, they don't care. There's whatever. I had 40 good years of that one eye. I'm going to take your, I'm going to go rip your throat out. But like I said,
we've got I've got 40 or 50 years of thinking about how to kill you. So
and learning dirty tricks, learning dirty moves. They've learned these dirty moves, right? That you have never heard of, and where did this even come from? Or pocketlet. Where did this pocketlet come from? But anyways, let's get to the content. All right, so. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to deal with these shout-outs. I got some shout-outs I want to deal out. The first shout I want to give out to is to WAL's number one superfan, Christy Avery. If you're not listening to her radio show on Tuesdays, right before Tuesday WAL at 6 o'clock, you are missing out on some grade A content. She posts her playlist on our Discord channel in Christy Avery's room. She posts her Discord on her live journal, which all these hilarious songs that you would probably have never either. If you're not in the know, she posts amazing songs you have never freaking heard of, but you end up listening through the rest of the week. I rarely catch her show because I'm on my way to the studio, but I love that she posts the playlist, because I can take the playlist down and then listen to it at my own convenience. But it's on dementiaradio.org. Here, I'm going to post the link, and she does it, and there's other people that get on there too, but I mostly just get on to listen to Christy Avery's show, which she posts like these funny songs. Maybe I should post a link of a song list and see if I can find one. I don't know what's a good one, or maybe I should just post one. All right, here we go. Here, that's a good one here. Okay, and she's got these song lists she can pick up and read, and she's got like fun different songs, like all these like hilarious different like music. One, it helps. I like listening to them because like on Mondays, I love listening to Communion After Dark Radio, which is great goth industrial podcast I like listening to help me get me through like listening at log files, what happened on the network that night. I love listening to like dance mixes to like go through the dreg of looking through log files. But then like these playlists, are these comedy songs, these funny songs are great after I've gone through meetings and like my energy's low at 2 o'clock. I love putting this on and getting me through the rest of my day. So that's my work day right now. But so you see this, I posted this there. Get on Dementia Radio, look at that. So that's the one shout out here. The other shout out I want to do here on Low Key WAL before we get to the real content. Maybe I should here. Let me actually go over transition to that. This is the radio station you would go to. You would go to like the schedule, the now playing on Winpeace, but she'll plays on Tuesdays, so it'll be right before WAL play. So this is what you go to, and you can sit here and listen. There's even a chat room. You're gonna get it in chat with other people who are listening to the same songs or other people who are also on Dimension Radio. It's a great time. It's, do it. Have fun with it. It's awesome. The other thing I want to bring up to is the shout out is to Danny Lundy, local Libertarian. One of the great guys. I love getting drunk with Danny. But him and his daughter do a YouTube, stream of video games. And I'm giving a shout out to them for their video games. One, because his daughter makes him play video games, but the only person on Danny's freaking Steam friend list that plays a lot of games that she plays is me, and so she gets him to play Life is Strange, which is which to me I thought was an amazing game. But at the same vice versa, she has to play games that Danny wants to play. So like playing like Space Quest. He sits there and make her play. Dares to play like old DOS games, which is cool to watch him educate his daughter in like the classics, if you will, in gaming. So, I know you guys like, oh, this has nothing to do with Liberty, but I'm giving a shout out to people who are doing different things because I know that, you probably, like a lot of the different things I'm good to, like, could be overload. And I always wanted Low Key WAL to be a little bit more relaxed in a Tuesday or Thursday WAL show. So this is me trying to get to the roots of what I really want a Low Key WAL to be. So, and yes, see, they did Undertale, they did all kinds of different cool DOS games.
Hi, I'm Danny, the Gen Xer, and this is my daughter.
I'm Nyla, and I'm Generation Z. As you know, we've been debating which generation has the better games.
And so far I'm winning.
That is complete...
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. He's winning, guys.
Uh-huh. Which is the point behind...
I dare you to play.
Here's a rules reminder.
The game has to be one that they've never played before or seen anyone play before.
So all of our comments and impressions are first-time playthroughs. Please be patient. Don't be annoyed.
Which we have a lot of fun with, except when Dad decides to start rainbowing.
Which does happen a lot in this one. Which brings us to our next point.
There is a lot of language and offensiveness.
And even some unsolicited advice.
Which you should accept.
Or reject.
At your own risk.
Please enjoy I Dare You to Play.
Life is Strange.
Enjoy.
So yeah, that's it. Teaser of their content. I'm not going to go in more because like we went to like so much potential with different things. I was going to go into further in the video, but like I said, I didn't want to go too much into it unless you guys want me to. Waiting for the delay. I don't see too many people wanting to do that, and so we'll get straight to the content. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about, to real stuff we're going to talk to is one an article that Reinhold posted in the what was it, the show stories tab or whatever, one of the short stories tabs on in the Discord. But I went to a different article because the article that blog post that you posted, freaking hate that page. I have no idea. Like every time I loaded it up, it just like made me angry. One, it was ugly. It was an ugly page. Anyway, here, let me hold it up so everyone can understand how ugly this page was, and that bad site design is offensive. See,
I'm about the content.
see how offensive this is to the eyeball. Okay, all right. See, you know what, Ryan?
That's a built-in WordPress theme. Come on.
It's offensive to the eyeballs, and that's coming from someone who's seen something like, okay, this is ugly, but this is like, oh, damn, this is ugly. Well, I don't want to read this.
You can imagine what you think about my blog page.
All I can say is this: the microphones were off when I first found it. But anyways, let's get to the content. So it is a new iOS update is about to roll out in the next few weeks or even days. So it's out. It's coming out within. I want to say they've got it earmarked for the end of May. But if you're thinking you're sitting high on the hog and everyone has basically updated either the end of April or the beginning of May. Anyways, that whole it almost feels like a big conspiracy going on because so many different things have updated right now. Like just been a bunch of Linux updates. Windows is updated. Arch is updated.
Well, and on a side note, there's a lot of terms of service updates you're getting right now because of a new law went into effect, and now everybody has to follow these laws, which means they have to change their terms of service. So yep. Microsoft got called out because they were the first ones to do it, but everybody has to because of that law.
Yep. And I'm trying to get someone onto the WAL show to really talk about, I'm trying to get some sex workers onto WAL to talk about the FOSTA and SESTA laws, the laws that are rarely hammering and after sex workers. Granted, I can sit here and talk about it, but hey, I don't take my clothes off for a living. I don't do that type of stuff. And I really feel it would feel more impactful to get someone who's actually in the deep of it and understand the things that are going on with it. Yes, I can talk about it. I feel comfortable talking about it, but I don't think that the point it gets across because it doesn't really that much affects me, and that I
so
care
that's
about.
The excuse you're using for searching for sex workers?
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Thank you. Thanks, Reinhold. Thanks. You feel better for yes, it is. I'm constantly searching, asking. Okay. And I'm gonna do interviews. Okay. But how dare you? Okay. First off, objectify them. Okay.
Just
for
an
free.
observation.
Objectify them for free. But anyways, back to the iOS update. The update will disable a lightning port after 7 days since the device has been last unlocked, which is the meaning of the security measure, what reasons are behind, and what can be done about it. Let's have a closer look. USB restricted mode in iOS 11.4. The iOS 11.4 beta, Apple introduced a new called USB restricted mode. In fact, the feature made its first appearance in the iOS 11.3 beta, but it was later removed from its final release. And this is how it works. To improve security for locked iOS devices to communicate with USB accessories, you must connect an accessory via Lightning connector to the device while unlocked, or enter your device passcode while connected at least once a week. The functionality of USB restricted mode is actually very simple. Once the iPhone or iPad is updated to the latest version of iOS supporting the feature, the device will disable the USB data connection over the Lightning port 1 week after the device has been last unlocked. At this point, it is still unclear whether the USB port is blocked, and if the device has not been unlocked with passcodes for 7 consecutive days, if the device have not been unlocked, and all passwords are biometrics, sorry, if the device have not been unlocked or connected to be trusted USB device or computer, in our test, we were able to confirm the USB lock after the device had been left idle for 7 days. During this period, we have not tried to unlock the device with Touch ID or connect it to a paired USB device. What we do know, however, is that after 7 days, the Lightning port is only good for charging. Oh, that sounds awesome. All right. So like, I'm like a couple to me, it's like, okay, this is kind of badass. I like this. I like it a lot. And then I'm like,
well,
what?
Well, the main reason for it, of course, is because there are companies now that have created tools to unlock iPhones, even though they were supposed to be, set up so that they couldn't happen. A couple of companies have figured out how to do it, and they're selling their services to law enforcement. Right. So in doing so, they are, helping break into people's phones, and this is a way to kind of block that from happening.
Oh yeah,
it's a direct response to it.
Yeah, and that's why, like, okay, so I hate Apple. Don't get that twisted. I'm gonna give Apple.
I'm with you. I'm with you the same way, and I know where you're going with it. I agree 100%.
But they do a lot of cool security things, and I like that feature there. Siri sucks, okay? Because they delete a lot of your records. So Siri doesn't get the benefit of a lot of AI learning like everything else does, because Amazon Cortana doesn't delete everything so fast. So they hold on to everything you say to them, but Apple deletes it. So Siri doesn't get to build as fast. So it's broken, but it's broken because they want to keep your data private. It's just like, God damn it, Apple, don't make me buy an iPhone. Like, I just recently bought another Android phone, and it was really, really hard. I almost bought an Apple phone because I love the stuff that Apple has been doing, and it's like, wow. Almost bought an Apple. I almost bought an Apple phone. I said almost. I said almost. But anyways, let's keep going. Forensic consequences of USB restricted mode. Restricted USB mode requires an iPhone running 11.3 to be unlocked at least once every 7 days. Otherwise, the Lightning port will lock down to charge-only mode. The iPhone and the iPad will still charge, but it will no longer attempt to establish a data connection. Even the trusted this computer prompt will not be displayed once the device is connected to the computer, and the existing lockdown records, iTunes parent records, will not be honored until the user unlocks the device with a passcode. Oh, yeah! So if the police doesn't get to it quickly enough to unlock it, and even if they do get your laptop and it's a trusted device, if they don't get it into 7 days, boom, they don't get in. That's awesome. Or government agents, or people who stole your crap, or any malicious actor. This isn't like that. That's freaking amazing.
And there are people who are asking for it to be shorter than 7 days.
Yeah. Personally, 30 seconds. How about one nanosecond? That's what I want. I want a nanosecond. I don't.
Well, as long as it's unlocked, it should work, right? So as soon as it locks, you pick your phone up, you go somewhere. I mean, why do you need that USB connectivity if you're not typing in the code to let it work? Mm-hmm. Why not just have it on all the time like that?
Exactly. Right. Give me a nanosecond. I want, if it's locked, it's locked, dog. It's locked, B. It's locked. It's locked. Get out of here. It's locked. Crap, it's locked. So, in other words, law enforcement will have it at most. Ooh, bad case of deja vu right now. What's weird. Anyways, we'll at most 7 days from the time the device was last unlocked to perform the extraction using any known forensic techniques. be it logical acquisition or passcode recovery via gray key or other services. Even the 7 days are not a given, since the exact date and time for the device was last unlocked may not be known. But come on, if it's Face ID, they'll just keep pulling your head up, unlocking it, and making it so. So using your biometrics, weak security. If any security feature is it's what you are, hey, as long as they have you, they have broken your security. So I like what you know or what you have, because what you have you can get rid of, you can destroy, and what you know, only you know what you know. USB restricted mode and lockdown records. Before iOS 11, one could use an existing lockdown record to access the iPhone or iPad devices for the purpose of creating a new logical backup. Essentially, this exactly how experts perform logical acquisition in the vast majority of cases of iPhone and iPad devices that are locked with an unknown passcode. The lockdown record, a small file extracted from the suspect's computer, allows accessing essential information about the device, initiating the backup sequence without the passcode. Yeah, which is it was always weird because, especially in the recycling place, when you try to un-iCloud lock tablets and other iDevices, it was like this constant fight because like you find something that worked, then the update would block it, or something else would block it. The easiest way I've always did to get past like an iCloud lock on a device is to go after the email itself that it goes to, because usually people, for some reason, are like very crappy security on that sucker, so made it very easy to get in. Anyways, USB restricted mode and lockdown records. Before iOS 11, one could use an existing lockdown record to access the iPhone or iPad device for the purpose of creating a new local backup, local acquisition. Essentially, this is extra perform logical acquisition in the vast majority of cases of iPhone and iPad devices that are locked with an unknown passcode. The lockdown record, a small file extracted from the suspect's computer, allows accessing essential information about the device, initiating the backup sequence without the passcode. In addition to iTunes-style backups, the lockdown record could be used for pulling media files, pictures and videos, lists installed in apps, and general information. So, alright, so what happens after 7 days? Because we've got this general thing. Apparently, iOS stores information about the date and time the device was last unlocked or had data connected to a USB port. After the 7 days elapsed, the Lightning port would be disabled. Once that happens, you will no longer be able to pair the device to a computer or USB accessory, or use an existing lockdown record without unlocking the device with a passcode. The only thing you will be able to do is charging. Whether or not iPhone unlocking solutions developed by Grayshift, who is that? Celebribright will work is still an open question. Mitigation. USB restricted mode is aimed squarely at law enforcement, preventing devices acquisition after the device has been stored for 7 consecutive days without being unlocked or connected to a paired computer or USB accessory. At this time, we suggest 2 possible mitigations. Extract the device during the first 7 days using a lockdown record if available. Attempt to unlock the device during the first 7 days. Unlocking solution, an example by Grayshift, will disable the USB restricted mode and the initial connection is made while the Lightning port is still active. And then if the lockdown record is available, connecting the device to a paired accessory or computer may kill the time the USB remains active. However, bear in mind, the lockdown records now carry a 7-day expiry date on their own. Ooh. Alright. So, speeding along, in conclusion, the response to the latest development, Apple made an attempt to prevent device exploitation. USB restricted mode effectively disables the iPhone or iPad Lightning port after 7 days without an unlock. With this undoubtedly strengthens the overall security of iOS devices, effectively disabling logical acquisition through lockdown after 7 days the device has been in storage, and its effect on passcodes and locking techniques developed by Celebrate and Grayshift is yet to be seen. What else is Apple baking in iOS 11.4, and you go through length list of bug fixes and improvement, there's a possibility of iMessage sync iCloud being fully released for 11.4. So, anyway, so yeah. Still moving the data forward on it, so you can't access, you can't do things. So, to be perfectly honest, I like it. I like it a lot. I wish it was always on instead of the 7-day window, because malicious actors, man, it's a steep window. It's hard to get in. A military person, 7 days is a short window, and especially if you use Face ID, just keep using your face, your thumbprint, and they keep restoring it. Your thumbprint will work after you're dead. So, you'll see you have some other protections on there. You're kind of boned. Yeah, you're pretty much boned on that point. So, yeah. Paul, Reinhold, you guys have got anything you want to comment about this article?
No, I just think it's something that should be on every phone, not just Apple. And I think it's something that should be configurable to the user to say how long they want that period of time to be before it locks. As long as there's a hard maximum of 7 days, but let's say you want it as 1 day or half a day or whatever, you should be able to do that.
Yeah, it's a great feature. You are correct. Yeah. Because if I had that, I'd be like, cool. 1 second.
And the only other comment is F the police.
Yes. Oh yeah. All right. So let's see. Our next thing we want to do is All right. So another severe flaw in the Signal desktop app that lets hackers to your chat and play text. Oh no. So Signal, the big dog on data security for sending, encrypted text messages between people or messages, period, that are encrypted, client side. Signal from Open Whisper Systems, I'm drinking too much. Open Whisper Systems is a huge, massive target. People have been gunning for Open Whisper Systems for a long time, trying to find holes and poke holes, and they really couldn't get in. And since they've been trying to make ease of uses go up, make it more convenient, they started getting it with hacks. So, this goes to show you what happens. Alright, so for the thick of time and less than a week, a user of the popular end-to-end encrypted Signal message app have to update their desktop application once again to patch another severe code injection vulnerability. Alright, so what they're referencing to is something that happened on Signal for iOS devices, or the Mac OS, whatever it's calling itself these days. Apparently, the Mac OS was moving the data notifications in 2 to 3 different spots. One would be the typical user pad where you see your email itself, and the third spot is on Amazon Prime's website where you can buy something close to the outfit that you have posted and took a photo of. So there's that massive data breach, but then it was discovered Monday by the same team of security researchers that newly discovered vulnerability poses the same threat as previous ones, allowing remote desktops to inject malicious code on Signal desktop app. Let's see. To understand how much of the first code injection vulnerability, CV 228-1094, you need a previous article covering the researchers and the position of the network. Sorry about that. There's some caught in my throat. The only difference between the two is that the previous flaw resides in a function that handles links shared in the chat, whereas the new vulnerability, CV 2018-11101, exists in a different function that handles the validation of quoted messages, in example, quoting a message and reply. So a lot of the issues are which happens to a lot of different security programs, is that when they try to make things easy to use, get other people lie. That's when they have their issue. That's when they start finding flaws. And like I said, Signal has been top dog for so long, and everyone has been gunning and waiting for open whisper systems of Signal to basically mess up and drop the ball. Because when it comes to security, you have to be right every day. They have to be right once. So, in other words, to exploit the newly patched bug or vulnerability, versions of Signal desktop app all an attacker needs to do is to send a malicious HTML and JavaScript code as a message to the victim, and then the group replying to the same message with any random text. If a victim receives the quoted message containing the malicious payload on its vulnerability Signal desktop app, it will automatically execute the payload without requiring any user interaction. Ooh, that sucks. Hope you got some good domain policies and some backup.
Well, the thing about this too is that now that the vulnerability has been released, it's not going to be hard for them to fix it. I don't think.
True.
I mean, at least they're concerned enough about security that they'll have this patched probably within a week.
Yeah, it will get patched in a week. A lot of this will get patched because, I'm sure it was just probably someone who was just updating the security codes and, kind of like, oh yeah, it's just a template? Sure, this is the cool template. Oh crap, this is the old template. Give me the new template. And they just said, screw it, just send the Goram chair. And that's probably what happened to the chair, when it came in. I can see that happen.
That's why security is always a constant fight. I mean, look at the people who take their personal devices to DEF CON, the hacking play, I can't remember the name
DEF
of it.
CON B-sides and Black Hat.
Yeah, Black Hat. That's what I was thinking. So, I mean, you get owned there immediately because there's just so many vulnerabilities you got to keep track of and fight and fix. And it's a constant war and battle at this point.
And that's why you bring a brand new laptop and you're going to return that laptop when everything is done.
No personal information on that thing.
You got it, dude. You buy that from
the wall of shame is a real thing there.
The wall of sheep. Yeah, which is hilarious. Which is now I think someone has devved it down to a small function on the Wi-Fi pineapple. So yeah. I like to apologize for the yawning and pauses that I've been doing. It's been a long day at work.
It's getting late for our host
here. Yep. Yeah, it is getting late. I've started late and I'm gone late, and I'm not gonna lie, it is affecting me because I get up so early. I have to get up at 6 to get Gunther to her babysitter in time and be able to get to work on time. So sometimes, granted, if I didn't take Gunther to work, it'd be super easy to get to get to work on time. So thank you for bearing with me. All right.
This will get all worked out.
Oh yeah. That's the other thing is and the thing is I'm getting worked out. I'm getting used to it. But the other thing is, I kind of like it here on Friday night. It feels a little bit more relaxed. It feels a little bit more fun. I really feel like once we build it out, people get used to it. And coming on Fridays, we can almost have a nice chill spot here where possibly everyone's got their margaritas or whatnot drinks, and we just sit here. I'm not saying we're going to sit there and watch a movie.
We need to get you a disco ball and stick it behind you. And
I got a disco ball, but I'm not sticking it behind me. Not doing that. Not again. Not again, Randall.
Yeah, we had talked before about doing some sort of rabbit watching shows thing. We could probably still do that sometimes.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to play with the rabbit to do the movie night. That'll be hilarious. That'll be great. Especially because a lot of you guys have to see some of the movies that I've got on my plate, and I'm sure you guys have movies on your plate that you definitely want me to see. So,
Well, I'm putting together a list of movies you have to have seen in order for us to have a conversation. That's my title. Like Animal House, Porky's, some of those old shows that the younger folks haven't seen yet.
Man, I haven't seen Porky's in so long.
Saw it in the theater when it came out, and it was hilarious because I was 14 and my dad and my uncle took me and my brother to go see it, and I could hear my uncle laughing so hard because we sat separately because we wanted to sit away from the grown-ups. And I could hear him laughing so hard behind us.
Good times. Those are good times. All right, so let's go ahead and start wrapping up. In no particular order, Reinhold, do you want to tell everyone in the awesome news of what's going to happen next week?
Next week I will be, since Ari is a little bit busy, I will be sitting in for him on We Are Libertarians on Tuesday night.
Whoop, whoop. Sitting in my chair, keeping it warm.
Trying to live up to the standards he set, and doing what I can to help out.
That's okay. I got the big shoes to fill on the network side to get this whole network deployed in the new location. So don't get me wrong. While you're at WAL trying to channel your inner Harry, I'm at work trying to channel my inner Reinhold. So hopefully we'll move the energy around.
Yeah, we'll be in the middle of the show, and I'll get a text message from Harry asking me for advice.
It's like, I don't know, this is just broke. Well, it's like I said, like when everything's broken, you just sometimes you just like, I know like 5 different ways to fix this. What'll be the easiest way?
Oh, and the other thing too is that we are Sculge and I are both going to be on the stream tomorrow on my channel for D&D, which we do every Saturday. We try to do every Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be doing that again tomorrow, continuing the misadventures of these characters who love to roll ones for some reason.
Most inopportune. I've seen more botches in this campaign than I think all my other campaigns had together.
It always seems to work that way for some reason when we play. And the best part was a couple of weeks ago when we were literally Escalge's character was 2 snapped legs, and we had no rope to get to him.
Yeah,
and the other character, played by Latrodectus, was trying to get to him, and he failed his roll and ended up falling down 4 levels below him in this weird mess of a place we were in. It was looking very grim for a while. Let's put it that way. And we somehow managed to get out of it.
Oh yeah, it was looking grim. I thought it was like, oh, here comes a party wipe. Party wipe, baby.
Party wipe to a spiral staircase.
Pivot. All right. Thank you, Reinhold. Escalge applause.
Other than the campaign tomorrow, I've not got anything special to announce.
Okay.
Unless you have something that I have spaced on. Which is
All right. We got Key WAL again at Triton next Friday. Let's see. Make sure you guys get on Snapchat because we've got the small bachelor party of Boss Hog Liberty tomorrow. So we're gonna post cool videos probably on Instagram, Snap. So watch the We Are Libertarian social media networks, or where or your favorite co-hosts, and see what weird photos we post tomorrow. It'll be fun. It'll be great and amazing. I'm taking over the grill. I'm going to be rubbing meat and then giving and shoving my meat in all the guys' mouths tomorrow. It'll be great. It'll be awesome. Right before Pride, letting them behold my meat and put it in their mouths. I do like the flow of Loki WAL being on Friday, so we'll continue this again. It works for me. It seems like a best time forward. So thank you for everyone for tuning in here on a Friday night for Loki WAL. We started a lot later than I expected it to. We got some awesome bits. So once again, thank you Lycanar, thank you Escala Plus, thank you Reinhold TV for the bits. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Thank you everybody who has been doing anything here on a Friday night. You could have been out dancing, karaoke, watching the comedy clip, but you're here with us here on Twitch, looking at the cool Twitch community. So thank you everyone who came out. So that's all we gotta say. So say bye, everybody. You guys didn't say bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
That's Paul. That was, you know, we're done. We're done.